Evan Schreier just presented the starting lineup, and now we're going to get ready to take the tip-off. Colonel's going to win the tip. John Latenzer's going to take the ball down the court. He's going to send that one up to Jeremy Ansel, who's got the top of the key. Ansel to give it over to Ruckman at the right wing. Ruckman has Ansel down in the corner. Ansel trying to make something happen. He's going to give up to Ruckman at the top of the key. Ruckman's going to fire from 3. And that one's going to be off. Cohen Tipton on the board. Tipton puts that one back up, but he cannot get it to fall. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to turn you over to Evan Schreier now with the play-by-play.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've concluded the starting lineups, and we are glad to have you joining us here tonight for our coverage between MMA and Silex as we are just getting started, as Ansel has it at the top of the key. You heard my associate, Mr. Mason Clutchin, get us started tonight, and I'm sure he did a superb job. Ansel, he's going to take the 3. That'll rattle out, no good. Rebound goes to the Owls underneath the hoop. Here's Silex. Here's the corner 3. That goes up. No good. Latenzer with the board under the hoop. Dempsey. He'll set up at the top of the key. Here's Ruckman. Ruckman looking to drive. He'll stop and pop, and that goes. Mason Ruckman has the Colonels on the board for the first time this season, and it's 2-0 MMA. Silex will work it forward. Top of the key is Havlik. Dishes it off to Twellman. Havlik. He's got his man. Silex working it around. Inside Twellman. Back outside. 3 ball, no good. Dempsey looking to get the board, and he'll tip it to Latenzer. Long pass over to Dempsey. Ruckman. Now Ansel. Ansel has some room. He'll shoot, and that rattles in good. Jeremy Ansel, his first points of the season. It gives MMA a 2-score lead. 4-0 Colonels. Twellman. Dishes it off to Price. In the corner is Fessler. Back up top, Twellman for 3, and that goes no good. Ruckman with the board underneath the hoop. Colonels have numbers moving forward. Ansel straight to the hoop, and that rattles out no good. Up for grabs. And that'll stay with the Colonels.
Well, Schreier, we talked about it in the intro while you were down there doing the starting lineups. Mason Ruckman and Jeremy Ansel are going to make a big impact in this game. And so far, we've seen that happen. We mentioned big man John Latenzer going to be able to come down with boards, and Cohen Tipton. Both have done so already. Cohen Tipton with 1 offensive rebound, tried to put it back up, but could not get it to go. John Latenzer grabbed one on defense, assisted by Nathan Dempsey. And we're going to start this one off 4-0 for the Colonels.
Well, Mason, you couldn't have said it better. Colonels are playing big man basketball this year, but the story of this, as well as presence in the paint and a big height advantage, Colonels have incredible shooters with these big men. Mason Ruckman lights out from the corner. Dempsey, a great shooter from the top of the key, and Ansel Green from just about anywhere. This is set up to be a very good basketball season for the Colonels if they can work their strategy to the finest.
I got to say, Evan Schreier, I am not at all surprised that Jeremy Ansel and Mr. Mason Ruckman are the first people to score on the MMA Colonels. They make a big impact on the team, and I am going to be very happy to see more of them later this year in the winter season.
Absolutely right, Kevith. A bright season is ahead as Ansel couldn't get that one to go. Tipton underneath the basket, goes up and gets fouled. Look at Cohen Tipton playing bully ball underneath the basket, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, Evan, like I just mentioned, we're going to see a lot out of Cohen Tipton on the offensive rebounds tonight. And let's see if he can get his foul shots to fall, because that's going to happen time and time again throughout this game.
Let's see how he shoots for his first free throw. Didn't make the first one, Schreier, but he's got a second one to go. Let's see if he can make the second one. Ah, nice try.
Tipton can't convert on either his 2 free throws. Colonels dropping back on defense. Charge led up top by Price. Here's Twellman. Up top, Havlik. Works on the outside to Fessler. Here's Fessler. Goes in the corner to Twellman. Colin Twellman finds Havlik. They look inside, and that's tipped away by Latenzer as he had great presence in the paint.
I got to say, Evan Schreier, just in the first few minutes of this game, I could see that the one thing that the Colonels have over Silex is that they have a lot better communication skills.
Little too hard off the backboard right there for Ruckman. You were talking about the communication. Kevin, Colonels need to communicate better on plays like that. Bit of rust being shaken off from the offseason, but in times like this, especially against this tough Silex Owls team, Colonels are going to need to pull it together if they want to win this basketball game. And just like that, a costly turnover showing the dividends of the offseason.
Well, Evan, if Silex keeps making mistakes like this all game, the Colonels are going to have no issue capitalizing on it, as Jeremy Ansel able to produce multiple fast breaks, as we've currently seen, finding Mason Ruckman open every single time. These two have incredible chemistry, been playing together since New Boys at this school.
And there's going to be a foul on the floor. It'll be the third against the Owls. Sorry, they're going to say that was the second. Johnson, he'll check in for Latenzer. Outside Ruckman, corner three goes up. That's no good. Rebound underneath the hoop by Ansel, and he puts it back in. Ansel's got 4. 6-0 MMA.
I got to say, Evan Schreier, I have not seen more of a dynamic duo than Mr. Ruckman and Mr. Ansel out there on the court.
And Silex. Twellman puts it in, and they've got their first points here in this one.
Well, Schreier, like I mentioned before, Jeremy Ansel on the rebounds is going to be something to reckon with. Jeremy Ansel with 4 points and 3 rebounds just to start this game off.
Here's Ansel. Inbound pass to Dempsey. Feeds it to Ruckman, and that'll be knocked away by Twellman. It'll stay with the Colonels. Here's Dempsey. Outside Ansel. He's a lethal shooter, but that one does not go. Back out to Ansel. He'll pull up from mid-range, and that one goes.
The stat line for Jeremy Ansel so far, 6 points and 4 rebounds to start this game off.
Well, Mason, the stat guy, doing his work right there, and he has shown us that Ansel, currently the front runner in this basketball game. Twellman. Here's a drive inside. He'll dish it over. That's good.
Well, Evan, that's where we're gonna see Silex thrive with players like that are really big, able to get down in the paint, have a little bit of high advantage over the Colonels players.
Here's Tipton up top. In the corner, Dempsey. Wanted room to shoot, but he'll hold off for now. Here's Dempsey. Wanted to step back. Now Dempsey has to go somewhere with it. He'll find Tipton. That'll stay with MMA. And that one's good from Johnson. His first 2 points on the team. I need your chair so I can actually see. Here's a fadeaway shot by Twellman, and that goes. Teams trading scores, and Coach Mahurin will call timeout as we get a chance to look back at what's going on here in this game so far. Mason, what do you got for us?
Well, Evan, so far your stats for this game. Mason Ruckman with 2, Cohen Tipton with 2, and 3 rebounds. Jeremy Ansel with 4 rebounds, 6 points, and an assist.
Well, that is certainly a stat line Colonels are thriving here early off using their big men to shoot these mid-range jump shots, but we'll see how long Silex lets that happen. We know this team has a lot of great shooting ability. It's just the question is when they're going to get past their nerves here early in the season and start letting loose with some bombs. Ansel bringing up the court. Colonels holding on to a 4-point lead. Ruckman in the corner. Ansel up top. Wanted the shot. He'll go to Dempsey. Ruckman. Back to Dempsey. Ansel. Everyone in the paint here for the Colonels. They'll sling it to Dempsey. He'll pull now. Dempsey shot rattles around, no good. And the Colonels will fight for it underneath the hoop, and they'll get whistled for the foul. Foul will go against Tipton, his first.
Cohen Tipton over-eager to try to bring those boards down. Just gets a reach-in foul right there. You cannot try to take the ball while he's holding the ball with two hands. An unfortunate mistake by Cohen Tipton.
Just his first. Shouldn't be too much for him if he can avoid any more. Here's a three ball. That goes up. No good off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound by Silex. Here's Price. Price gets swatted, but a foul. First free throw good from the Owls. Shooter is Price. It'll be his first points of the ball game.
I gotta say, Evan Shar, one thing I'm really happy to see tonight is that the MMA crowd is putting up quite a storm down there.
Here's Johnson. Johnson wanted the shot, but he'll find Ruckman in the corner. He's going to sling it over to Ansel. Reels that one in. Ansel with a lane through the defense and scores. Ansel, what a play to split the Silex defense. And he gets his 8th point of the ball game. Colonels by 5. Down to 10 seconds left in our first quarter of play. Silex will hold for the last shot. This one swiped away by Ansel. 2 seconds to shoot. He'll pull from range, and that rattles out, no good. 12-7 as we head to our second quarter.
Well, Evan, Jeremy Ansel, certainly the man to watch tonight. He's got 8 points on the game, as well as 3 steals that we have not yet accounted for. He's playing lights out so far, and he's going to continue to do so throughout this game. I can see some real triple-double potential for Jeremy Ansel tonight.
Well, Clutch, and you stay on those stats because we've got a triple-double watch, just like you said tonight here for Jeremy Ansel. With stats like those in the first quarter alone, I wouldn't be surprised to see him put up those numbers. Colonels by 5 as we head to the second. Come up with one. Here's a 3 ball. It's going to start us off. And Ansel comes up with that. Ansel. He's got 8. Hensel dishes it to Tipton. High pass to Hensel. They'll put pressure on him. Here's Ruckman. Ruckman, and they're going to call a foul in the paint. And no, they will say he traveled. Another turnover there for the Colonels. Fessler, he'll bring it up the court. So that's Havlik. This one swiped away. Tipton got a hand on it. Dempsey came up with it. Colonels looking to capitalize. And this one swiped away from Ruckman. Double larceny. Here's a fake shot. And we're going to get a foul. It'll be Tipton's second as he got his hand in on Fessler.
Well, as Coach Mahern says, you have fouls for a reason. Coach Mahern likes to make his players use all of their fouls. There's a reason they have so many of them.
Well, with Tipton having his second, we will see him take a seat. Letzenzer checked back in. And here's a good ball laid in underneath the hoop. 3-point game, Colonel still out in front. Well, the story of this one, we went the entire first quarter without seeing a long-range three-pointer from MMA. Something we were not expecting here in this one. And just as I say that, Johnson rips one. That goes no good. Colonels are 0 for 3 to start this game on three-pointers. Here's a quarter three. To tie, that goes. Twellman locks us in at 12. They'll leave it for Dempsey. Corner Ruckman. This one swiped away. Ruckman trying to come up with it. Ruckman. Now Enzel. He'll pull. Can't get the bank to go, and Silex comes up with the rebound, looking to convert on their first lead of the game. Here's a drive. They'll fake the shot and wheel it outside. There's a pass inside. Letzenzer comes up with that. Good defensive stop by the Colonels. Ansel will bring it up the court. Johnson. He'll look to drive. Outside Ruckman. Corner three. No good. This one tipped. Dempsey comes up with it. Letzenzer. Now Dempsey. Dempsey for three. That goes no good. Colonels having trouble shooting here early. That one swiped away by Dempsey now. And Dempsey almost got stealed. Ruckman brings it up the court. Ansel for three. That goes no good. Up the court come the Owls. They've got 3 turnovers on their past 3 possessions. Here's a pass inside. Shot goes up, no good, but a foul.
That's what I call a good foul right there by Daniel Johnson. If he wasn't there to put that one, that definitely would have been an easy lay for points. Now he's going to send him to the free throw line, and the odds that he might not be able to make both of them.
First one is good. Subs will be made here for the Owls. And second one goes no good, but the pass is, or the ball is off Enzel's hands. So it'll stay with Silex. They hold a 1-point lead in this one. That one swiped away by Dempsey. It'll be his 4th steal of the game. Nathan Dempsey. Here's Ruckman. Ruckman fakes the shot. Little 1-2 step action from Ruckman. That goes no good. Silex with the board. Owls work it outside. They'll send it back in. Here's Price. Inside, stolen away. Dempsey again. Here's Ansel straight to the hoop, and he finishes. Colonels retake the lead by 1.
The update on Jeremy Ansel's stat line, 10 points, 2 assists, 7 rebounds, and 4 steals in this game.
Here's a 3 ball. That goes. Price from long range. Silex retakes the lead. Dempsey wanted a shot in the corner. Silex has done a great job locking him down tonight, and they'll call him for the travel. Owls with a 2-point lead. Pass tipped. Owls re-come up with it. Down to 2:47 left to play till halftime. And we're going to get a push called against MMA. Latenzer can't believe it. That 3 ball, no good. Tipped away by Ruckman. It's a battle for it. And we're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to MMA. Good play by Ansel. Colonels trail by 2. It's 16-14 in favor of Silex. Dempsey. Now Johnson. He'll take a corner 3, and that goes. Daniel Johnson gives the Colonels a 1-point lead. Latenzer gets whistled for the foul as Twellman will head to the line.
I got to say, Evan, that was an amazing shot over there at the corner 3 by Mr. Daniel.
Ansel brings it up. Ansel inside. Dishes it out to Latenzer. Now Ruckman. Inside Ansel. Turnaround shot, and that goes. Little spinorama action for Ansel as he pulled the 180. Put up a weird shot that fell. Ansel's got 12 of the Colonels' 19. This one swiped away by Ansel. He's got a breakaway. And that goes. Core is fired up, and Ansel has 14. Colonels lead by 4. This is set to be an incredible stat line on the night for Jeremy Ansel. This won't go. Tipped up. Latenzer comes up with the board. Battle for it. A foul will go against Silex.
One thing I got to say while watching the game tonight, Evan, is they better hope they do not let Latenzer get anywhere close in the paint. Sorry, Jeremy Ansel anywhere close to the paint, for he is very lethal in the paint.
Minute left till we reach halftime. Colonels by 4. Ansel over to Dempsey. He'll rip a shot. Dempsey's shot. That goes awry. Down to 15 seconds. Here's a long three off the back of the rim. No good. Ansel, he'll hold up. 8th rebound for Ansel. Mason, give us a stat line.
Well, folks, Jeremy Ansel, 14 points, 2 assists, 8 rebounds, and I think he's at 5 steals now for the game.
That's just incredible. Colonels are going to hold for the last shot. Down to 10 seconds. Ansel. Johnson. He'll take the three. That goes! Daniel Johnson! And we reach halftime. Johnson's got 2 threes on the night, and it's 24-17 Colonels as we head to half.
Daniel Johnson, not your expected sharpshooter that you see here tonight, but clearly proving that we are incorrect as he has 2 threes so far in this game. That brings him to 6 points and 2 rebounds on the game.
Well, we will take a break as we are at halftime, but we will be back with more action with opening night. Silex and MMA Colonels by 7. Halftime. We'll be back for the third quarter action in just a minute. And third quarter set to get going. Here is Silex. Will start us off. They'll take a 3 looking to get us started. That goes long, no good. Ansel up the court. He put up 14 in the first half. Here's Ruckman from his spot. He drains it. That is Ruckman's spot. And he puts that one in. Cardinals by 10. Ruckman's got 5. Here's a drive. Here's a shot by Fessler. That one goes no good. And Tipton, a wild throw. And that shot goes up, and a foul's going to be called. Don't quite know what Tipton was thinking on that one. But nonetheless, they'll force foul shots to come.
I told you 10 points. Well, Schreier, as we said in the intro, Mason Ruckman, absolutely perfect from 3 when he gets wide open, and he's showcasing that so far in the first half. Coming out with a full head of steam, hits a perfect 3-pointer in his hot spot of the left wing.
Well, we've seen him in practice, and he has been ace from that spot and just proving that that is his territory. Both free throws good from Twellman. And Cardinals will bring it up the court. It's MMA by 8. Tipton. Ansel. Ruckman. Johnson Dempsey was out of place. Either that or Johnson read the play wrong. Nonetheless, it'll be a turnover, and Silex will take it the other way. And that pass is tipped by Tipton. And turnaround shot is good. Price. That one falls. Pass it over to Johnson. Johnson, you could see in his mind he was thinking about that 3. He already has 2 on the night. Ansel drives. That goes. Jeremy Ansel, he's got 16. Colonels by 8. pass inside. Defense was not ready for it. Twellman converts. Outside Tipton. They'll go to Ruckman. Ruckman, turnaround fader. That goes, or that does not go, my apologies. Tipton, he'll put up a short range shot. That goes no good, and it'll be off the hands of Ansel. And it'll head the other way. Here's Fessler. They'll go to Twellman. Back to Fessler. Price, he goes up. And Ansel comes up with the board. 9 boards for Ansel. He's 1 rebound away from a double-double. A bad pass by Ruckman is swiped away easily by Price. And a scrum on the ground. We're going to get a timeout by Silex. A smart move right there by the Owls as they retain possession. Mason, tell them how it is.
Well, Evan, so far we've seen tonight Jeremy Ansel and just Jeremy Ansel showcasing what he does best, his pure athleticism. With 16 points in the game so far, 9 rebounds, 6 steals. He is 1 rebound away and 4 steals away from putting down a triple-double in opening night for the Colonels. That would be absolutely immaculate.
Well, I could not have said it better myself, Mason. Here's a drive. Shot goes up from Twellman, and he lays it in. Twellman with another one. It's only a 4-point lead for the Colonels. This ball rattles around, and we get a foul now. Tipton again on the foul. Here's a long 3. That goes. Owls trail by only 1. Twellman's doing it all. There's a kickball violation. Ruckman. Ansel, there's a long 2. That goes no good. Johnson comes up with the rebound. Johnson eyeing his options. Trying to get out of dodge. He'll fade away. That rattles around, goes no good. Havlik on the rebound. Here comes Havlik. Up the court. Drops it off to Fessler. Outside Twellman. To put it outside. Here's Fessler. Twellman. Here's a shot by Price. That goes no good. Rebound Twellman underneath the hoop. Here's a drive. Shot goes up, and that's good. Silex is retaking the lead.
Well, Evan, as we've seen so far, opening this second half, following Mason Ruckman's perfect three-pointer, this Colonels had foul after foul. They got to make sure they're just not doing too much on the court.
Free throw no good. And they will say that went out. Ansel couldn't get to it in time. The Tens are able to reel that one in. He'll get it to Ruckman. Outside, it's a 3-on-2 into the zone. Johnson goes up, gets blocked, and they'll say Johnson got fouled. First free throw, no good from Johnson. And we're going to get a push called against MMA. And Price, over the top, he travels. Colonels will get the ball back, trailing by 1. Down to 2:48 left to go in the third. There's a drive by Ansel, and they will say he traveled. Ansel couldn't get that shot off, and now it's right back in the hands of Silex. This one's swiped away by the long reach of Ruckman. And it's mishandled by Dempsey. And timeout MMA. This has not been the start that the Colonels wanted to see to this second half, as they were up 10 at one point, but have seen a run come all the way back to a 1-point owl lead.
Well, Evan, Coach Mahern clearly sees it that the Colonels are just trying to do too much on the court, trying to cover as much ground as they can, not sticking perfectly to the playbooks, and I think he's going to make a change to that now. I'd be excited to see substitutes come in like Gorka Yarte and Kellen Mugisha.
Would not surprise me if they try to switch things up. Colonels have not dropped a game to Silex in all the times that they met each other. Here's a drive by Price. Dips it outside. Whip it inside to Twellman. Twellman goes inside, wanted Price, and it's thrown away by Dempsey. Dempsey. Here's Fessler, goes up. That goes no good. Ansel with the board. That's his 10th. It's a double-double on the night for Jeremy Ansel. Ansel, and he draws the foul. Ansel with the opportunity to give the lead back to MMA. First free throw, good. And the second one's good. That is 18 points on the night for Ansel as he gives the Colonels a 31-30 lead. Silex working the ball around, looking to find a hole in this defense. Colonel standing strong. Here's a drive, the whip it outside. 3-ball goes up, and that rattles around, no good, but an offensive rebound. Put back shot, no good. Offensive rebound again, that gets blocked by Ruckman, but a foul. First free throw good, ties us at 31. Second free throw up and no good. Ansel comes up with it. Tie game, long pass to Dempsey. Couldn't reel it in to the point of where he could get a shot off. They'll go to Ansel. Ansel trying to come up with it. Dives on that one. It's a jump ball, which will go to the hands of MMA. They'll go to Dempsey. Dempsey handles it to Ansel. Jeremy Ansel, the star Colonel player. Letzenzer. Now Ansel, down to 30 seconds to go until we reach our final quarter of play. He'll go to Ruckman. Tied at 31. Dempsey. Now Ruckman. Ruckman leaves it for Letzenzer. A great opportunity, but Letzenzer couldn't finish. Down to 10 seconds. They're going to hold for the last shot. 5 seconds. Here's a three.
Well, Evan, our stat line for the Colonel star player right now, Jeremy Ansel, he's got 18 points, 2 assists, 11 rebounds, and 6 steals here leading into the fourth quarter. A double-double in the opener for Jeremy Ansel. Let's see if he can get 4 more steals, put himself to a triple-double in the opener of this game. Sangster, if Jeremy Ansel were to muster up a triple-double in the opener of this game, how do you think that would affect the morale of the team moving into the next coming games?
Well, I do believe, Mr. Kleitchen, that it will affect the team's morality very high. I do see a lot of hope for the Colonels this year so far. Maybe my early remarks were a little over-exaggerated, but I do see a big hope in this team for the winter season coming up.
Silex gets us started as our final quarter of play underway. Owls working it around. Price for 3 in the lead. He got it. Price, the corner 3, Silex by a triple. Ansel. Johnson back to Ansel. Ruckman in his spot. Ruckman stops. Finds Johnson. He takes the 3. That goes no good. Silex with the board. Shot fake and a drive. Shot goes up. No good. Ansel with his rebound. It's his 12th of the game. Colonels down by 3. Ansel, he'll take the shot for the tie. Bang! Jeremy Ansel. He's got 20. Tie game. Shot by Price, that goes. Price, he's got the last 5 for Silex and puts him up by 2. This one to Ruckman. Ruckman, a great move. Ruckman, he gets sideswiped. And the Owls with the ball. Colonels retain. Dempsey for 3. No good. Latens are fighting for the rebound. But Silex comes up with it. Ansel swipes it away. His 7th. Ansel. Dempsey back to Ansel. Goes up. No good. Johnson fighting for the rebound, but Silex comes up with it. Core getting into it. Shot rattles around, no good. Offensive rebound, no good again. Still in the hands of Silex. Here's a 3-ball by Price. That rattles around, no good. Another offensive rebound. No good again, another one. Then it finally goes. Colonels down by 4. Johnson goes inside to Ruckman, and there's a foul in the paint.
Well, I got to say, Evan, this game really has been a roller coaster today with MMA taking the lead, then Silex taking the lead, so far, so forth. But it seems just so as every time Silex.
Sorry to interrupt you right there. Kevin Gorka Yarte checked in. It'll be our first opportunity to see him here, and they'll do it here in clutch time. Dempsey, corner 3. That goes no good. Ruckman, offensive board, he puts it in. 7 points for Ruckman. Colonels down by 2. Here's a stop and pop 3. That goes. 12-man, 5-point lead.
Like I was saying, Evan, basically, long story short, the MMA Colonels need to stay on their toes if they want to see any good action tonight, but I still see hope in our MMA fighting Colonels.
Ansel. Ruckman. Ansel. He'll pop. Bang! Timeout, Owls! Jeremy Ansel, 24 on the night, cuts the lead to 2. Colonel's making some noise. Price. He's had the most points here tonight for Silex here in this second half. Twellman back out to Price. Price has a screen. He's been hot from range here of late. And you can see it in his eyes that he wants another. Price. Mismatch inside. They'll go back out to Price. Fakes the shot. Drive. And he'll get fouled. First free throw, no good. Colonels trail by 3. Yarte. He fakes. Yarte puts up a shot that goes. Yarte cuts the lead to 1. This core is on their feet. Three-pointer, no good. Ruckman fighting for the rebound, he gets it. Edsel inside Yarte. That won't go. Battle for the board. Silex comes up with it. Down to 2:13 to go. MMA trails by 1. It's a 42-41 game. Twellman set to come back in. He's been the star player tonight here for Silex along with Price. Here's a drive. They'll sling it outside. Pass outside to Price. And Tipton will get whistled for the foul. It'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity. And they're going to bring back in Twellman with the opportunity to get the rebound underneath the hoop. The jump ball by John Latenzer. Ansel is fired up. This whole gym is fired up. The crowd is chanting Papa John. They love it. Yarte, Dempsey, they want Ansel. Ansel. Ruckman lost the ball. Down to 1:18 to go. Colonels down by 1. Price. Silex holding it up top. 46 seconds. Silex just running the same play. And now finally they foul. First free throw good. And the second free throw falls. Colonels trail by 3, 39 seconds. They need a 3. Core getting up out of their chairs. And they're going to whistle a Tenzer for a blocking foul. And now Yarte is going to have to foul. Two free throws to come. Second free throw, in and out, no good. Down to 20 seconds, Edsel. Colonels need a 3. They trail by 4. Outside Dempsey, his three-pointer, that goes no good. Silex comes up with it, and that'll be just about enough to end the game. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like the Owls are gonna take this one. Colonels are gonna get upset on their home opener by Silex. The story of the game, nonetheless, a lot of hype surrounding this team with the shooting game, and it was just not there tonight for MMA. A few three-pointers did fall, 2 for Ansel and 2 for Johnson. But the story, Nathan Dempsey, the man known to be the best shooter on the team, 0 for 5 on the game. And that one in the clutch just hurts if you're a Colonels fan. Colonels are going to need to get it together and regroup if they want to get their season back together after dropping this home opener against Silex. And both free throws good from the Owls. They lead by 6. Ansel bringing up the court. Yarte pulls from 3. That goes no good. And Silex will have it back, and that'll end the game. Owls upset the Colonels here in their home opener, as the Colonels will drop a hard one. Our final score, 47-41 in favor of Silex.
Well, Evan, the Colonels may not have pulled this ball game off, but I think the story of this game is Jeremy Ansel. Jeremy Ansel had 24 points, 2 assists, 13 rebounds, and 6 steals in this game. An absolutely incredible stat line for a home opener. He has no reason to be upset tonight. He did an incredible job in this game, rallying the team, making it an incredibly close game. Hats off to the Colonels, hats off to the Owls. This was an incredible game and a gift to watch.
Well, it was certainly an excitement here for the home opener. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all from us as we say goodnight, and we hope to see you on Monday as the Colonels get back in action as they look to rebound at Centralia. My name is Evan Schreier here with my associates, Mr. Mason Clutch and Kevin Sangster, Zachary Leitz, Derek Drenberg. We thank you for joining us here tonight, and good night.